Talk Georgia with this guy and some other stuff with our man Zoe, who just rolled in.
What's going on, Lorenzo? Come on, man. Take a seat. Let's chop it up.
Before you get over to London, you know, it's the good and bad of your job. You get to go to England, but you have to talk to us first.
Oh, no, it's great. I love it.
What's happening, brother?
You been?
Nothing much.
Man, it's good to see you. We saw you out there making plays last week. It's been a fun season so far, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it has been. Flying around on defense, just trying to make plays, do our job, and some.
Well, the defense, man, is, I think, vastly improved. Mike and I spend a lot of time talking about it as we're visiting with Lorenzo Carter here live at Flowery Branch, guys. Falcons in London taking on the Jags this weekend. So what's the attitude? Because we had Calais in a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, look, I don't want to project, but I think we're going to be pretty good. And you see these first 3 weeks, and it's like defense making plays, Bates all over the field. We're getting after it. I know there's some things that we want to talk about as far as getting after the quarterback, but tell us what the difference has been.
Just the details. We're really detail-oriented, and we work real hard in practice. From individual is the hardest part of the day for us. So when we're over there with Coach Nielsen, we're putting in the work.
Right.
And we're looking forward to getting on the field and just playing football. We're like, hey, once we get through this, we can just play ball now. So, I mean, that's the fun part, just getting a chance to go out there, play ball with our teammates, and just keep getting better. It's just the beginning. So it's new for everybody.
Yeah.
It's the first 3 games, but we just want to keep getting better.
It is Lorenzo Carter with this guy's former dog. I think when we talked to you this summer, you were just learning Ryan Nielsen's defense. What's the biggest difference from the old guy, Dean Peace's defense?
To do our job and some, I say that. Because you always have your responsibilities, especially as an edge player, to set the edge. But that's not enough for Nielsen. Coach Nielsen is not enough to just set the edge. You got to crush the edge. Crush the edge, be able to play 2 gaps, and just play outside of yourself. Stop the run, and the rest will follow.
How do you feel, man, about where you're at in your career right now? We know you wanted to come. Welcome home, right? We talked about that at camp, and everybody's like, Zoe's back at the house. How's it feel for you personally?
It feels good. I feel like I'm learning. I'm still learning, and that's the good part about it. I'm still growing. Got a lot more to do. Got a lot more I want to do with my career. But to be in the position I'm in now, with a coach like Nielsen, I just know the sky's the limit. And if I listen to him and just take his coaching, good things going to happen.
Some big-time performances in the second half. And we were joking around with Coach the other day about second half team. We're going to be 4 quarters. Not you guys. Defense has been great. But it seems like the defense really came on, and we're not throwing the other guys under the bus, but it seems like you created the short field for the offense. You guys are getting after it. It just seems like, especially the pack. By the way, I'm going to rewind to the Green Bay game. So how much ish was Jordan Love talking? We heard that Jordan Love was – I saw Grady clapping back on him. That went viral.
Oh, man. Everybody's fiery out there. And you love it when a quarterback is fiery with you.
Okay.
It just makes you play even more harder. But I love that competitive aspect of the game, being between those lines. A lot of stuff is said, but at the end of the day, we're all professionals, and we all respect each other's hard work.
Humble yourself.
Yes, sir. DB17.
Is that what you said? Humble yourself.
Shout out my boy Bellamy.
You remember that?
Yes, sir.
It's crazy. We're talking with Lorenzo Carter. Yeah, man, listen, when you get the dub, though, you can say, you feel it. You like saying, shut it down. It's time to be quiet. Tell us about what you see with Jacksonville, man, because we know we had a challenge with the Lions last week. Every team's different. What do you see this week?
Yeah, they got a lot of playmakers. They got real good skill positions. The quarterback is the guy. He's a guy. So we got to go out there and make sure we do what we can do to eliminate those explosive plays, make them go the long, hard way, and then just try to get turnovers. But that's the same thing every week. Our defense isn't going to change based off of who we play. We're going to try to be ourselves. We're going to be aggressive, and we're going to do what we got to do.
It's Lorenzo Carter with us guys live from our studios here at Flowery Branch. You feeling fresh? Because it seems like we got so many dudes to rotate in with defensive line.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best parts about it. Guys aren't tired when it's fourth quarter and other teams are gassed.
Right.
We do conditioning every day at practice, and we're rolling every couple plays. So when it's time to go, it's time to go. And there's no drop off. We don't feel like there's a drop off between rolling players. We all know our job. We all know what we got to do, and when we go out there, we play hard.
Lorenzo, at what point did you know, like, I belong in the league? Like, at what point? How early in your career? Because, everybody's like, you get here, not here specifically, but when you were drafted, and then it's like, okay, I can play. I know I can do this. When did that happen for you?
Shoot, early in my career, because coming into the NFC East, I had to go against some big-time guys like Trent Williams, Smith.
Sure.
I was going to get some big-time offensive tackles, future Hall of Famers, so it was tough at first, but once you keep putting in that work and keep getting out there and making plays, it's like, okay, at the end of the day, football is football. The speed might change a little bit, a little more knowledge of the game, but when you get in, watch film, break it down, at the end of the day, it's football.
We were talking before you came in the room, Lorenzo, about Georgia, and going for the three-peat now. Yeah. Which, I mean, you could have had one. You guys came close. So, you look at Georgia, you look at Kirby, and you just say, is this what you thought it was going to be when he got there?
For sure. No doubt. He brings that aspect that it's hard to match, and it's hard to consistently play with. So those games have been closer than a lot of people have liked. But once you see it, I mean, you keep chopping that wood, you keep grinding away at them, it's going to break.
Because when the media always is like, whatever, they're jaded, others guys. But you guys, it seems like you did your classes, and the guys now, they just buy into the message, right? Everything seems to sound exactly like what Kirby is saying.
Yep, that's it.
He's like, that's it.
He knows what it takes. So, right. I mean, why not listen to the guy that's got it done multiple times before he came to Georgia, then came to Georgia, got it done. So, I mean, hey, he got the code.
So we got to talk about the pass rush before we let you go. Specifically, like your moves and how you've worked on your pass rush, and then as the group, right? It's one thing everybody wants to be better at on this team. I know is that get after the quarterback a little bit more. Talk about that aspect of how you guys are growing there, and more importantly, like for you as an individual, working on your pass rush moves, because I know that's a part of it.
Yeah. So it's tough. Everybody wants to get a bunch of sacks coming in.
Right.
They come in bunches for sure, but at the end of the day, we got to play our game, and we got to play sound football. And that's the thing we emphasize. It's not just running around guys trying to make plays and giving up lanes for the quarterback to escape. We're trying to play a complete game, complementary football, the front end, back end working together. So, of course, we're going to get more pressure. We got a couple hits. We get hits on the quarterback.
Sure.
And it helps when quarterbacks like to hold the ball. So hopefully we get a couple games in where we got some quarterbacks that want to hold it, but we're going to keep getting after them. It's just about being aggressive and relentless. A lot of sacks don't come off of clean rushes. A lot of them come dirty, and
true.
That's not what they tell you. That's not what you see. But at the end of the day, you got to keep grinding, and it'll come through.
Catch me riding dirty. By the way, he's the co-leader of sacks with our man Caden Ellis.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be one.
Yes, sir. Hey, it counts.
No doubt.
So when we talked to Coach about this, have you played in London before? In your travels with the Giants? Okay. So excited or just a hassle? Or what do you think? For a pro who's going through his grind and this week he had all the extra stuff with it going to UK?
It's an experience. I'm blessed to be able to say that I got a chance to go across the pond and play a football game, just to have that experience. And then it's a little bit of a hassle. I don't like flights, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Get to go
play our game. You go to sleep?
What are you streaming? What are you streaming? What are you watching?
I'm trying to sleep the whole flight.
Yeah,
so I'll be up all day until we get on the flight.
I hear you.
Roger that.
It's a long flight, man. No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what? You got to do it. It's a business trip.
Business trip.
You packing your Louis bag?
Nah, that's a business trip.
My man.
Outstanding.
Zoe, appreciate you.
Yes,
Good
sir.
luck this weekend,
Thank
man.
y'all,
all right.
Sure.
That's Lorenzo Carter.
By the way,
guys.
he gets a sack in the UK. The exchange rate is like 1.5.
Yeah, it's true. You get a little bit more. You get a little bit more.
Thanks,
Thank you so much, Zoe.